Now to a story you'll see only on 5. Today, a jury found a Martin County woman not guilty of growing marijuana in her home, even though sheriff's deputies found 20 plants growing inside that home. She mounted a medical marijuana defense, claiming that she needed cannabis to ease her chronic pain. Jason Hackett is in Stewart with the emotional reaction to the verdict.
Congratulations, and now adjudicated not guilty.
After a long 2 years, Bridget Kirouac will rest easier tonight.
It's been extraordinarily stressful.
Still in pain, but now free of the stress of a trial and possible prison time after a jury found her not guilty of growing marijuana in her Martin County home. Kirouac testified at trial that her doctor in Maine gave her a recommendation to use the cannabis. She says she suffers from numerous medical issues and prescription meds weren't helping, but the marijuana did. During the trial, the state argued what Kirouac did was not legal in Florida, at least not yet.
And the law is simple. The defendant manufactured cannabis.
But Kirouac's attorney, Michael Minardi, mounted a medical necessity defense, saying her need for the drug outweighed the law. Today, the jury sided with Kirouac.
The people in the state of Florida do not want to convict people for this.
Minardi was emotional after the trial.
We're talking about people's lives here. We're talking about suffering and dying people, and if you don't have compassion for that, you're not human.
Kirouac was emotional as well and told me she wasn't alone in her fight.
Overwhelming support of people from all over this country that I don't even know.
Kirouac is now hoping this decision provides hope to others in similar situations.
They should not be prohibited from using it. They should not be prosecuted, brought to court, brought to jail in handcuffs like I was, for hurting no one.
Her acquittal today doesn't necessarily mean that she's free to go out and use medical marijuana, as the judge pointed out today. Kirouac and Minardi say that's why they're putting their support and energy behind the vote in November. That's when Florida voters will head to the polls and decide whether or not to make medical marijuana legal. In Stewart, Jason Hackett, WPTV News Channel 5.